Hello everyone, I am back with another video, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about the new update which basically redefined how we see things from the workshop. Now of course before we start, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, ring the bell icon to be notified of any content coming out of my channel. Now first up, we're gonna go to the workshop tab, and here you see a new look, overall new look, better animation, and it'll also show you the stuff here, like the regular stuff that you need to upgrade, with the exception of the stats. Okay, so what do I mean by it? There's actually a drop down here on this side of the screen. There you go, which will show you the HP count, the armor, okay, the speed, the view, even the HP restoration per minute. And what affects this is this upgrade right here, individual first aid kit. So increases recovery speed and a little bit of an HP increase there. So yeah, what I like about this is basically you can compute, like, you can basically tell how many HPs are being restored in, well, per minute, right? So it's very important, okay? And it'll also show you things like command points, time of production, the how effective the weapons can be, the rate of fire, and so on, okay? Even the accuracy, okay? Now, I really love this kind of approach because not only it affects units, but it also does affect the buildings. Like say for example, now the building, you will have a sight range view for even the building, how many HPs are restored per minute for that building, and so on. Instead of just using or repairing it, if the building is under attack and you're safe, I mean you're sure that you're not going to be under attack any moment soon, then yeah, you can just wait it out and have your building recover and not spend resources for it. Now it'll also show you the starting resources, which is very very good, because back then you can only see the starting resources every time you enter a battlefield. You don't have you don't really know how much starting resources do you have. Basically, this upgrade right here increases initial resource stocks, and it is what affects the HQ or HQ starting resources right here. And even the deployment duration is very very important. Now this also applies to the construction yard, and I kind of really, I'm no, not kinda. I actually love this update, for it gives me all the details that I need to know. Like for example, the maximum view range of a construction yard is 10, whereas its radius is 11. So that kind of explains as to why you cannot build at the furthest location as the same radius as your construction radius of your yard. So very very important thing there in regards to getting those riflemen or infantries out to gather the the small containers at the start of each game, so you can push them out as further as possible to the radius of your construction yard, giving you an edge. Now, there are some special units here that are affected as well, mainly the Jaguar. Okay, if you have a look at this, the Jaguar, okay, now has the HP restoration. So all in all, you just multiply this by 5. You see 5 minutes times, 5 times 791, you get like 3,500 plus HP or whatever, right? So it brings your Jaguar close to being maxed upgraded or maxed HP at that point in time. There are also the special here, which also allows you to see the time that it takes for them to go on siege or march mode. So that is very very important, and what affects that upgrade is the transformation system. Now there are other things as well, like Mammoth. And the most important thing is the chameleon. So previously in the old workshop, we basically don't even know how much energy does a chameleon hold, how long does it last if it's activated, and how long does it take for it to recover. Well, Gear Games actually turned things around here by simply adding the special tab here on this new workshop, providing you the details that you need. Like, say, for example, energy restoration or energy restored per minute. So 150. So, technically speaking, in less than 3 minutes, you can have your chameleon back to full energy. Not only that, it's HP as well. So, you can have like 1,300 something above HP in about 2 minutes. Now, a common restoration or gold um, regeneration boost, you can basically increase that further. Okay. Now, this does not, or the boost does not affect the amount of energy that is being recovered, but here is the maximum energy reserve. Okay. And and you can see here activation time. You can even see how long does it take for the chameleon to activate. So 1.2 seconds. Same thing for the deactivation. Okay, you can even see the fog radius here, 5 cells. Okay, which is apparently really good. Now, apart from that, we also see energy consumption per minute. So the chameleon can basically be activated for 1 whole minute and consume like 200 energy, since it holds like 250. A very good information to know. So you no longer have to rely on your instincts on how long does it take for it to activate. This also goes to show, this also includes things like fuel reserves, fuel consumption per minute. So your hawk can, or vertex can basically fly in a hole for a whole minute, and the refueling rate is 150. So basically, in less than a minute, your hawks will basically have full, um, like maximum fuels. Okay. Now, the refueling rate for the bombers also shows the same thing. I wonder how it will add up to this one right here. Let's see. Okay. So the view underwater and on the surface are different. Okay. Submarine detection? Absolutely nice. So 10 cell detection range. And let's say what else is here? Okay, basically that is it. Uh, I kind of want to include like how long does it take to for the submarine to go on either modes, like surface resurfacing and submerging and so on. Okay, now let's head over to our Confederation here real quick. Okay, and so we're now at our Confederation here, and just have a look at the energy shield here real quick. Okay. Now it does show you the damage reduction. Well, if your shield or if a unit is under the protection of the shield, it basically reduces the damage taken by up to 52%, and it's not even maxed out. Okay, that's absolutely a nice thing to know. Okay, now let's see what else is here. Okay, energy reserve 241. Okay. And energy regeneration is 141, since it is not yet maxed out. As you guys can see, there are still some upgrades that I can do. Okay. Apparently, this is absolutely better since I can still have my shield run for a full minute, and I can also see the details of activation and deactivation time. So yes, this right here is very important, since you will know how much punishment can your shield um I mean, your units can actually tank while under the protection of the shield. Now, this is absolutely great since this workshop is absolutely great. And if you have a look at it here, you can even see units detection in forest, so how a cyclone could normally work, detection in the submarine, time to reach max sight range for the beholder is absolutely peak. This is very important since um in seconds. So in 7 seconds, your beholder can see maximum range, but of course, your upgrades will influence how fast can that be. Okay, so yes, absolutely nice info being thrown there. Now this also goes to show for the Seraphim, the transformation mode. You can obviously see a lot of details here. So switch to ground mode, switch to air mode, takes 1.5 seconds for it to do so. Now, the more upgrades you have here on the transformation system will affect that upgrade or how fast can your Seraphim do that. Okay. Now, what else here? So, fire assaults, let's see. Okay, HP restoration, jump range, fuel reserve, fuel consumption, fuel fuel regeneration. It even has the detection of units in forest or in the bushes. So absolutely nice intel here. I would like to see the fire assault more in action, for it is now clearer um how long can they detect units inside the bushes, and like regeneration and fuel reserves, fuel consumption, so they can basically jump up to 10 times. My god, 10 freaking times, bro. And in just a full minute they can regenerate all that reserve or maximum fuel back to maximum after a minute. So absolutely nice intel. I would like to see the fortress if it includes things like, oh, mine detection range, mines clearing time, speed during mining is 35.29 as opposed to the original speed of 46. Well, that's absolutely nice if you're going to be asking me. So, right now this workshop gives more specific details as to how you can, know more about your units, since me playing this game for like, I don't know, 9 years, 10 years, I don't know. Um I can actually know the values of some of the stats that I really want to know, especially, like the fortress. I've always wondered how long does it take to demine, okay? Not just mashingly upgrading the deactivator here without knowing how fast can it actually do it without even upgrading it. So why should I even bother, right? So yeah, I mean it does tells you things that you need to know, and so that you can properly augment that particular unit stat before doing so. Absolutely nice. And I really, really love this update when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, seriously, this is a lifesaver for the Confederation. Same thing for the Resistance, because basically you can have more details that should have been added into the game within the old workshop. But apparently it's not for like, I don't know, for like a decade. And now it is. Absolutely nice. So that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, again, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, ring the bell icon to be notified of any content coming out of my channel. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.